Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me now? Okay, awesome. Let me go into, hold on. Un momento, por favor. It was being stupid. It wasn't letting me turn the mic on for some reason. Just a second. While I try to unscrew this thing. For the love of God and all that is holy. Oh, this is so stupid. Just 1 second, y'all. This is just dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Hey, Lucky. Hey, Terry. Yeah, I have sound. It wouldn't let me turn on the damn volume, and I don't like using StreamYard because I'm not I don't pay for StreamYard, and I'm only allotted so many hours, and I try to save those for Sunday. So, also, by the way, just 1 second while I'm doing something. Delete forever. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I'm using YouTube Studio to go live. I do not pay for StreamYard, nor will I pay for StreamYard so that I can go live. YouTube Live is now forcing content creators to have mid-roll ads. I know Lori uses StreamYard. I catch her when I can. Usually she comes on during my working hours, but if I have, sometimes I'll put my laptop up at my work computer and listen and watch. And even though she uses StreamYard, I've gotten a couple of mid-roll ads during her live streams. There is no way to opt out. It forces you to choose whether you want YouTube to automatically do stream roll ads or if I want to choose. So I went ahead and chose to run mid-roll ads that I cannot opt out of every 30 minutes. With that said, YouTube states that not every single viewer will get a midstream ad. I tried to click on the click off non-skippable because there's nothing that pisses me off more than watching a YouTube video. In the middle of the video, there's a damn ad that you can't skip through, and it's usually 1 or 2 back to back. I can't stand that. I will click off so fast. So I'm not saying everybody's going to get a midstream ad, but if you do, it is outside of my control. That is something new that YouTube is implementing. So, don't come screaming at me. Let me see. Hold on. I missed what Lucky Girl said. Oh, shit. Of course, now it won't let me scroll up either. Let me see. They moved the live chat replay. You have to swipe the comments over to find the live chat replay. Oh no, I did the live chat replay. It's just they're forcing people to have mid-roll ads now, even during a live stream, which is effing ridiculous, but whatever. Let's see here. So there's my disclosure. Don't come at me. I'm not doing it by choice. So let's see here. So I guess we got an insurrectionist for House Speaker. Hey, Sebastian. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been busy. I watched your live stream for a little bit, then I had to jump off because of work. You know, you come on during my working hours, so I try to listen as much as I can, and then if anything pops up, I have to jump off. Oh, okay, okay. Got it, lucky girl. Got it. So, yeah, I guess we got an insurrectionist election denier for House Speaker. So that's lovely. Um, so I did a grand tableau on Homeboy over here. I got a question. Man sits up here. Is he showing up on your left or your right on your screen? It's showing up on the right in the House of Coffin? Okay, good. Because it's backwards for me. Alrighty. So this is the grand tableau for insurrectionist Mike J. I missed that, Sebastian. I think I got to jump off. So I'll have to go back and see tomorrow because my work today was just crazy. So this is a grand tableau for a-hole over there in the House Speaker dude. Okay, he's sitting at the top, sort of in a good position, except he's sitting on the House of Coffin. No bueno, no bueno. So he's sitting in the House of Coffin. He thinks he's got control over all of this. However, with that said, I would say in about 2 months' time, the shit hits the fan for him. So this is where he's sitting right now for the month of October. So it's man, house in the house of stars, storks in the house of heart, and bouquet in the house of moon. Okay. So here he is in the house. Now, the house could be in regards to the House of Representatives because the tower is sitting right here. Okay. And it could also be his domestic situation, his home, his family, any properties that he may have, also where he is a resident of. Where is he a representative for? Does anybody know? I don't know anything about this guy. Louisiana. Okay, so it could be something in regards to his home state here. The house is sitting in the house of stars. That means success. It means a new path. It means guidance. Okay, so he could be there to guide the house. But in regards to where he lives in Louisiana, there might be something with the maps where it becomes expansive, bigger. Does that make sense? Because there's change here. Much desired change in his home district expansion, making it bigger, wider, more vast. But he suffers a loss. He's in the house of coffin. It could also mean that he's perhaps suffering from some sort of depression. But I'll get to that in a few minutes because that's coming around. So him guiding the house, his success in the house, elevating it. There's also a change of residence here. And the bouquet in the house of Moon, very happy with his fame at the moment, being extremely happy that he's in the spotlight right now, which he will come to regret soon. And the reason I say that, he's got the tower right here. The tower is your government institutions, bureaucracy, its longevity, but also ambition. Very ambitious man. This sits in the house of snake. A liar, a betrayer. Fox in this tableau, it's in its own house. So this man is sneaky, sneaky, sneaky right now, weaseling in and out of stuff. Also opportunistic. Man to Fox, man to clouds. That's where he nights. This man's going to, I would say in around May, there's going to be some legal problems for him, because this is October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Around May, there's legal problems. So for right now, he's doing, enjoy it while you can. Okay. So it's the Moon, the man, the bouquet, and the anchor. Very happy with his career and the fame that he's gotten. However, he may come to regret that later, because when you look at this, his fame and his career, kaput. Coffin in the house of, what do you call this? Clover. Okay. In about 2 months' time, well, let's start here. Next month, November, he's delivering something here in regards to surgeries and pregnancies. Moon in the house of writer, his career is something that he's recognized for. He wants fame. It's being delivered. Makes him very happy. Okay. Writer in the house of bouquet. Scythe, surgeries, accidents, ruptures, divisions in the house of storks, pregnancy. So stopping progression, cutting off progression, surgeries for pregnancy, that's what he's committed to. Hardline committed to it. Anchor in the house of, what do you call this? Ring. Okay. So his recognition, he's happy with it. Around next month, something coming out about abortion. Scythe in the house of storks. With the Moon here, this is the womb. Abortions. Okay. The following month, December, there's something real funky and real, real bad going on here, where there is a woman that's singing like a bird. This woman was an aide, is an aide, someone that could have been talking in the house, a lot of gossip as well. But she's singing. This woman has knowledge and secrets about money, 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 money. Book in the house of fish, and fish in the house of letter. That could mean a lot of mail. The fish is abundant, so a lot of something. A lot of mail. It could be checks in the mail. It could be news that's coming out about some secret meetings that were being held in regards to checks in the mail. A bunch of abundance. And if you look here on his line of fate, he's got a secret stash of resources hidden somewhere. Bear and book. Resources and finances that are secret. Book in the house of fish. Money. Okay. But this right here, this is a very nervous, very, 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 very nervous woman. And she's singing. She's singing like a bird. This has to do with a win that was lost, trying to steal something. Mice in the house of scythe. So these are two cards that talk about losses. Loss, and then another loss. 3 losses. A meeting that was had with an aide or someone that was working to advise. And not just working to advise, some sort of counsel. Birds nights here to the lilies. Lily sits under the dog, and the birds is in the house of dog. I hope you can see how I'm doing that. This person, also the lily sits below him. Dishonor. This person, dishonor. She's trying to walk out clean. This girl right here. I don't know who that is. But she was in some sort of a meeting. It's a small group of people, 7 to 12. This could also be in regards to telephone calls, negotiations, phone calls, meetings, and other more mundane thing, dating. I'm not saying he's dating around. I'm just saying. That's in December. Right there. And she has knowledge of a lot of paperwork. Letter in the house of mountain to obstruct and delay. In conjunction with this man here, or this person here, whoever that is. Older man, lilies, in their older years. Lilies is in the house of birds. Yep, a conversation with this person that was advising counsel. Birds is also an older pair. So this is another card that has to do with pairs. If you look here, there's a pair here. Another pair here. Pair and pair. Doubles here. Doubles here. So this could be in regards to a team of lawyers or people that were working in a capacity as a team. Mice work in teams. As a team to steal something. Steal what? A loss from a win. And if you look at this, turning, coffin is sitting in the house of clover, loss, and then you turn it into a win here. By disputing it, by fighting it. Whip in the house, or clover in the house of whip. Key in the house of garden. Something important or very significant to the public or where there's a large group of people, society. And then garden in the house of woman. So she could be speaking very broadly to an open audience. But she was involved in a meeting with a team of people that were working together to steal. What are they stealing up here too? Choices. They're taking away choices and cutting them off here. Stopping or cutting off progression. The choices, so that could be the election. This right here, the crossroads is sitting in the house of ship, which is transfer and transitions. Okay. So around December, he's going to have problems with this. Also, because birds has to do with gossip. A lot of gossip. By the looks of this, the sun is very far away. Hey, square peg. No, Sebastian, no. No. This does not deal with astrology. No. Not in that sense, Autumn. Not in that sense. I can see where you're going, but it's not applicable here. Am I making sense? And I'm sorry about the glare. I'm trying to make this not so glary for you guys. Does that answer you, Sebastian? So even though he's okay right now, there's a loss coming in about 2 months' time. Because if this is his career, his reputation, his fame, it ends right here. And he's in the house of losses. Back to what I was saying, the celestials are too far away. The moon is far, 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 far away. The sun is very far away. This is not within good distance. And it nights over here to clouds a series of unfortunate events. This is considered close. So he just opened up a can of worms for himself, if that makes sense. I want to come back and look at this column further because the shit is going to start hitting the fan in about 2 months, and it involves a woman. Okay, the next column over is opportunities and risks and small wins and a lot of success with the many in power, the votes in the House here. So this is looking very good. However, there's also stuff here with financing and money, trade, consulting, resources, and finances. So choices and decisions that are going to have to be made. They're going to be risky, but success with the many in regards to resources and finances. Right here, there is someone that is very, very loyal. And it could just be as mundane as a family pet. Okay. There's a friend in the family or the entourage that are loyal in the house. Okay. Not good. Lily's is beneath their feet, stomping on it. Okay. They're meeting and consulting with trying to get some sort of sage advice, and he's only committed to running in circles and keeping stuff secret, keeping the money secret, keeping the secrets of the many. Secrets book in the House of Fish, many. So we could be looking at, or also it could also have to do with funding as well. When is the next thing coming up for the vote for the government funding to keep it open? No, Lily's is not Trump. November 16th. Okay, so that's over here. December. This is around January. There's a vote or something that comes up around January. There's another vote, and then a transfer or a transition. A vote, this person, transition. And here it's showing losses. If you swing it around this way, him, and then this, losses. When we did Kevin McCarthy's Grand Tableau, I said he wouldn't get speaker. He did get speaker. Let me pull up that tableau. And one of the reasons why I said he wouldn't get speaker was because Birds was too far away. However, in that Grand Tableau, the chain showed that he achieved speakership. Hold on. Where's Mark? This is Mark Meadows. This is Donald J. Trump. Let me find it. Jack Smith. Donald J. Trump. Loose Cannon. Kushner. Barr. DJT. John Eastman. Let me see. Jeffrey Clark. McConnell. Ted Cruz. Jenny. Steve Bannon. Mo Brooks. Scott Perry. Jim Jordan. McCarthy. Okay, here's the one that I did on McCarthy in May of last year. So this one's out of date. I said McCarthy would not get speaker. I was wrong. Mann is up here in the House of Writer. Okay. Birds is all the way down here in the House of Anchor. Do you see how far away that is? So that's why I said he wouldn't get speaker. Next to the birds is the dog in the house of cross. His speakership is sacrificed by people that don't trust him. Okay, let me see. And then it was birds to anchor to sun. That's the chain. So birds to anchor to sun. He achieved speakership successfully, but what falls next to the birds? The dog in the house of cross, sacrificed by colleagues. Okay, so that's in comparison to this. Now let me follow that chain. Hold on, let me go back to this one. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so in the chain for this one, where is it? Birds goes to dog, dog to house, house to stars, stars to child, to anchor, ring, and then man. Let me write that down. Let me look at this again. So birds, birds to dog, house, stars, where are the stars? Child, anchor, ring, and man. He negotiated something with his colleagues for speakership, for the new speakership. And where is the cross in relation to this? And then he gets sacrificed here. But this is kind of far away. If he leaves the speakership, it's because of this. There's something that happens in about 2 months' time where it puts an end to his standing. In the center of his tableau, he's got the stars, and all this is around a woman, either a woman whistleblowing or something, but it's around losses and stealing for her. So he's got the lilies, the stars, the key, and the letter. So this is he's flying high right now. But those answers are going to be in this mail right here. That was to delay and obstruct. Letter in the house of what do you call this? Mountain. Okay, so this person right here, this person that was an advisor or is an advisor that was providing counsel, a protector. This could be something as simple as like security in your home, okay, or a pet in the house. But in this context, we're looking at this person is not honorable at all. At all. They're an important link. This person here is a very important link to him. So I don't know if this is Mark Meadows, but this person worked as an aide or an advisor, a guard, senior position here with the lilies, but he acted dishonorably. For an administration, he's an important link that is secret, and he also has knowledge here. And this woman also links to him. This woman here that has knowledge, a loss around a win, this person that was an advisor, linking with the ring back to him, and that's what causes the end. But it's looking like 2 months around December, if I swing it around this way. So there's that. He opened a can of worms, Sandra. And like I said, I'm going to go back to this one because this is all the gossip and the whistleblowing, and it comes from this person up here. That birds in the house of dog, dog in the house of house. This person was guiding and giving direction, and also he was guiding and giving direction. Okay, because it goes birds to dog, dog to house, house to stars. Advising, giving counsel, directions. There's very important paperwork here, significant paperwork. Key is in the house of garden. This could be access to society, access to where there's a large group of people, access to a party, access or answers to a committee where there's an audience. There's think very large groups of people. Okay. And then with the letter in the house of mountain, any mail, written correspondence, tests, results, blocked and delayed. Okay. Moving over this way. You have the ship in the house of tree. Then you got the what is this? Stars in the house of child, letter in the house of mountain, garden in the house of woman. Hold on, this is a vote. This is also a vote in regards to money and resources and financing. And it knights here to be delivered, a gift that's being delivered with this here, weapons or bombs, rockets, missiles, very important negotiations. I'm wondering if there's going to, in about 3 months time, there's another vote, but it's this is in the house of ship. So this could also be in regards to a vote and for something abroad that's happening overseas to an ally of this country. Dog in the house of not just the budget vote, but a vote in regards to funding and financing an ally to this country that's abroad. Do you see what I'm saying? Crossroads in the house of ship, dog in the house of house. Decisions, choices, votes for something abroad that's far, an ally or a friend to our country. And here is the ship again, a vote for a friend overseas, some sort of an aid this way. So I'm wondering, and this is, who is this? Who is this? Who is, it could be Israel. Stars with the dog, ship, and tree. So this could be in regards to medical aid this way, a spiritual journey and something spiritual represented by a star. So perhaps Israel. There is, hold on, where's this one is in house child. There's a smaller ally here. Actually, they're both small. Two of these, they're smaller. One has a tree. The other one could have colors of our domestic United States Navy. Dog in the house of house, and then the Navy right here. The U.S. Navy colors are yellow and blue. Blue and yellow. So perhaps a vote for aiding Israel and Ukraine. Also, there's something fucked up going on here too that's going to come out in regards to China. Right here, Chen, International Affairs. So right here, October, November, December, January, there's a vote, right? October, November, December. We're going to come back to this. January, a vote for more aid. Israel, Ukraine, and then there's something else right here with China. This is Chen. And the problems with them are growing and escalating with China this way. But that, hold on, that comes up, let me see, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, around June. That whole thing with China stuff looks like it's closer to June. But it doesn't look like he's going to be in a position of leadership to make those decisions, because here it shows that his career and his fame ends. And then this way, he gets ratted out. And he's linked to this advisor and stealing something. Okay. Yeah, that's why I was saying one, Delilah, one is a domestic ally abroad. This is the card of health, but it's also your spirituality. Okay. It sits in the house of clouds, but right below it, this is an ally. Right below it is a star. Dog and ship. Okay, so we're looking at dog as security, ship as a normal thing. Our domestic navy, what are the colors of our domestic navy? Blue and yellow. So there's two allies here voting. The voting comes in this way for aid. But I need to look at this China stuff, because the problems with them are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Also, it could be another thing around China that has to do, the tree is sitting in the house of clouds. If we're looking at this as a health thing, the clouds are anything that is airborne. You're talking gas, smoke, perfume, pollution, the lungs. Okay, so there might be something else that comes out that could cause an end to his career in regards to the whole corona stuff. Okay, that's another thing. Chronic illness this way. Tree here with the whip, chronic, increasing. The tree nights here to clouds. This is also sitting in house clouds. Something pulmonary. Okay. And I'm only saying that because China is sitting right before it. Also, right here, talking about foreign allies and adversaries, there's Saudi Arabia. Tree, nights here to lilies. Okay. Hold on, let me write myself some notes, because I don't want to spend too much time. I'll come back to that. So let me see. 18 plus 3, China. 7 plus 30, or 5. What am I doing? 5 plus 30, the Saudis. Let me see. 18 plus 3 plus 5, Israel. And then we have 18 plus 3 plus 16, Ukraine. Okay, that's for international affairs. In the tableau. Okay, I made myself a note. I'll come back to that one. So back to the more domestic stuff. He's linked to this person giving counsel to obstruct results. Okay. We went this way. Okay, this column over here. He's got the fox in its own house, which as a very mundane thing, the fox is employment and work. In its most nefarious things, it is the fox card is a negative card. The only time it becomes neutral is when you're talking about work, mundane, job sort of stuff. Okay. Because it's sitting close to this cloud here and this column over here, in a few months' time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in about 7 months' time, he's going to be looking over his shoulder trying to figure out a way to fucking get out of the shit that he's in. Because it's a growing problem. Tree in the house of clouds. Okay? It's a growing problem. There's the manipulation, the fraud, the trying to be sneaky, 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 sneaky. There is his desire for the results of the election. Heart in the house of crossroads with the letter right before it in the house of mountain. The results that he desired. He was desiring to block stuff. Guilty. For this person here. Guilty for counseling. Punishment for counseling. I'm not saying he's being indicted. It's not that clear in this tableau. But it's almost like they start looking into him because he's linked to this guy and linked via her. She had the conversations. He was all up in on it, giving counsel. Okay. The next column in May is when the legal shit hits the fan. You have the Tower in the house of Snake, lying to the government, lying to the law, legal troubles. Whip in the house of Bear, abusing power. That's one way to put it. Also, something to do with finances that he's been abusing, or a powerful abuser. Clouds right below it in the house of Mice. Big, huge shitstorm in regards to stealing something that was lost. And this woman sang. And then this person sings over here. But this person was closer to being an aide, if that makes sense. So I'm wondering if this is like a Mark Meadows. But there's more than him. There's him. There's a couple here. Another person here. A couple here. And a whole team right there. It's a team of them. If that makes sense. So the legal shitstorm is around May. Big problems, and then there's the shitstorm there too. These are all bad. Now, legal problems for homeboy over here around May. If you look at the clouds, this is the worst card in the grand tableau. It sits behind him, but soon it'll be before him if you wrap it around. The clouds is sitting in the house of Mice. It's sitting in a negative house. The Snake is sitting in the house of Sun. So it's taking away the shine from the sun. It takes away the light, if that makes sense. This is the King of Clubs. This is a person. I can interpret this as a person. I can interpret this one as a person. These are acting as a pair. Queen of Clubs, King of Clubs. There's another person here, the Jack of Clubs. These are all clubs. The club cards, with the exception of the ring, are all the negative suits. Okay? And then right, you can't see it because I have this right here, but right below it is the Mountain, which is also a club card. So he's got 1, 2, 3 in a direct row with another one very close. Very difficult issues around May in regards to legal problems. If I read the clouds as a person, this is a person who's in decline. Okay? Their health is in decline. The clouds is sitting on the house of Mice. Mice takes away. Okay? Mice is a thief. It's anxiety. So, and then the clouds nights up here to the tree. The tree is your health. spiritual, mental, emotional, spiritual, all of it. It's growth. It's something that is solid, and it's spirituality. This tree is sitting in the house of clouds, so it nights here as well. There is a person that is very problematic, that has a chronic chronic, that is progressing. It is escalating. Older man, abuses power, and a liar. Okay, so this right here is Trump. So around May, Trump's legal problems impact this guy. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Did that make sense? Yeah, minus the crap in your pants card. This person is in decline, and the decline progresses this way. Health, chronic, and then progression. Progresses. And then this right here, the clouds, nights here to the stars. This is a series of bad events. It's like a shitstorm. It just gets worse and worse and worse for him because of his link to this guy and this meeting over here. Does that make sense? I'm wanting to know why the Saudis, Israel and the Ukraine make sense, because there has to be a choice made here. A choice for a little bit of financial aid this way. It looks like it goes through. Aid goes through to our domestic allies, or allies that are for us here. But this right here, hold on. All right, so let me go back here. So this is May. June, it's like his career, his fame comes to an end. So it's almost like around December, he starts to feel the heat of what this person is saying. This person that links him to this council, where he was giving counsel and advising, perhaps around maps. This is maps, how to make expand a win, expand the vote here, make the vote very successful, the vote that brings a win, that gives them a lot of success for an abundance of power. This way, that's one simple, quick, easy way to interpret it, outside of a vote for finances and resources to a friend. Okay. So let me see. October, November, December. December, it's the this girl. This girl that knows, has a lot of knowledge, an abundance of knowledge on all the secret stuff that was going on, and how they were raising money or funding or whatever it is. So it looks, and then we say that the shit hits the fan in May legally for Trump and these other people, and it looks like it ties him into it, because the ring goes back to him. He's tied to the loss. When you swing it around this way and go to June, career ends. And then their vote for someone that can be trusted to transfer or transition something solid or growing here in government. It's still a problem. Now, with that said, not to alarm anybody, the tree is sitting very close to him. The tree is also sitting very close to this person. The tree is also sitting very close to this person. The tree is sitting in the house of clouds. This right here would be like an ambulance in a hospital. An ambulance and a hospital for whoever that is. Now, it could be as mundane as they have a sick pet in the family and it needs to be taken to the emergency room. It could be someone that is also very trusted. But there's a person, an ally, a friend, someone that is he's loyal to or they're loyal to him. Hospital. Oh, it's Sunflower. Hey, Sunflower, how are you? Phoenix, this right here, the house sits in the house of stars. As I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were here for that portion of the GT. It's all the way back towards the beginning. That this could be in relation to where he lives domestically, stars or maps. So an expansion, an improvement domestically, an expansion of the maps. This doesn't cover the elections for him, though, I don't think, or at least not the results, because the elections are next year, right? November of 24, and then we get the new Congress and everything in 25. Okay, so yeah, okay, thank you, Patricia. Yeah, so this doesn't cover the elections of next year. It'll stop right before that. He's hopeful that they're going to get the majority and remain in power. That's one way to interpret this line. There's the election, hopeful, success, many, and power. That's another way. But this tableau doesn't cover the elections. I'll have to wait a few months and then redo it again. But it looks like wherever he's from, wherever he lives, it's expanding, metastasizing. There is also this person here, this way. The hospital situation, if you follow this line here, this is like a cancer because it's something in the body metastasizes and spreads. Down here and then at nights here, this could be bruising on the skin. It shows up, it's metastasizing, bruises on the skin. Also to do with almost like the lymph nodes, the immunity system and lymph nodes here. This way, it's something age related. But this one is closest. It's like metastasizing. Oh, tribal woman, thank you so much. Oh, he's got blood cancer. Is anybody, well, not that I'm wishing it on anyone, because this is like cancer here. It's in the early stages or it's new because it sits in the house of child. New, small, or in the early stages. Okay. Metastasizing. Hospital. I don't see surgery because surgery is way over here. So perhaps this would be like some sort of therapy. So some sort of therapy for this situation. This one sits far, the garden sits far from the tree, but this right here, the stars, nights to the cross, that's something on the skin that shows up as like bruising. It's painful on the skin. Also painful therapy. So it would show up as bruising on the skin. Does blood cancer cause bruising? Because this is more like, this is lymph nodes and your, what do you call it? Not just the lymph nodes, but the, oh God, I can't think. What is that? Like your immune system right here, but it kind of sits too far. Leukemia? Does leukemia cause, this is heart and blood, this is arteries, but this right here is closest. A trip to the hospital, metastasizing, spreading, therapy. So it does. Wait, hold on, I'm confused. There's a lot of people saying yes, that blood cancer causes bruising, and then someone said it's bone marrow. I'm not, I don't know. So is blood cancer lymphoma? Is that what it is? They bruise like leukemia? Okay, yeah, because this is bruising on the skin. Skin, painful, bruising. See that? So if this is health, it's something that spreads and metastasizes. New, small, or in the early stages. Okay, this tells me that there's therapy. This doesn't really tell me, it perhaps was undetected or requires further research. This would be like your heart and blood. And then down here at night, go this way. That's how you get these two to talk to make them close. Pain on the skin. So like bruising. No, this is cancer with this right here. So, okay, so we found Scalise, unless there's another person that, you know, ends up with some sort of, I mean, I don't see, tickets to the park or anything like that. There's recovery. It's slow, and therapy that is routine. So this person, therapy, important, and keeping it routine. But again, we talked about just all here. And then these right here, we talked Scalise, health-related issues, going to a hospital. We talked Ukraine, Israel, the Saudis. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. Don't worry. I made notes. It's right there. See? China, Saudi Arabia, Israel, and Ukraine. So we have, let me see, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So May, shitstorm for Donald Trump legally, shitstorm for these people that helped and counseled, shitstorm for him by July. By May, June. My apologies. In June, it says his career and his success ends. And then there's a vote here. And this person transitions. This person that perhaps was going to the hospital, or a person that transitions and is very solid in the government. Partisan, though. Partisan. With the crossroads. Now let me see here. Hold on. Negotiating agreements that are desired to block and obstruct, which causes pain and punishment. This way. Okay. July. Messages or news about stealing or stuff gets taken away. In regards to how widespread there was counsel, this could be a person as well. I don't know who this would be, if it would be like a Mark Meadows or a Rudy Giuliani or a fucking John Eastman. King of Spades, usually an older person in their senior years. So pick one. For widespread fraud and abuse of power. June, July, August. A danger. There's the speaker. Success, important results that he desired, big trouble in regards to changing and flipping something. And it's all around back to the team of people that were working to steal. So there might be, this is around August. Around August, wait, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, around August, there might be, the scythe is sitting right here. It's almost like it's a conviction. But that would be fucking fast though, dude. That would be so fast. That would be so fast. Sun in the House of Tower. The law and the institutions are successful. Key in the House of Garden. Answers from an audience. That makes sense. So perhaps like a grand jury. The heart in the House of Crossroads. The desire for the election or a choice that was desired. A passionate choice. Okay. And then followed by the clouds. So this right here makes all this go to shit. Bad news for all these people. And then there's a flip and a change. Progress. Speeding up. This is an action card. It starts with an action card. It ends with an action card. This line does. So if that is August, does anybody know Trump's first trial date? He's got so many I can't keep track. So March, April, May, June, July, August. That's a 5-month trial. If March 4th, is that DC or is that Fanny? Because there's two underneath this. DC is the 4th. Damn, can they finish that trial in fucking 5 months? Because this is almost reading like a conviction. Not of him directly, but the people that he's tied to in DC. But he starts to get in trouble in May. And investigations into him. And then here's FBI looking into paperwork that links him. There's institution that's sneaky, covert, undercover. The mail and the letters and blocking and obstructing results. Linking ring to the House of Man. Here. Linking him. And then linking him here too as an executive, clinging to power, contracts or agreements for power and finances and resources. Him would be the person I'm doing the grand tableau on, not Trump. This is Mike, what's his face, the new speaker. Let me see. He's going to regret taking the speakership because there's in about 2 months' time, there's going to be a lot of gossip around this guy. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm. Starting May 4th, Judge Tanya Chutkan. Is Jenny still in the chat? Jen Lintero? Okay, because Lucky Girl is saying March 4th, Chutkan starts. And that's the trial in D.C. When does Fannie Willis start? Wait a minute. Because he's got, I know Alvin Bragg is the criminal side of New York. He stepped aside to let Jack Smith take the lead. So it's between Jack Smith with Judge Chutkan in D.C., Fannie Willis in Georgia, and then the classified documents case in Florida. But just forget that one because what's her face is doing everything she can to delay that trial until 2345. You know, so it's between those two. It's between Chutkan and Fannie Willis. It was supposed to start October 23rd for Kraken and Cheeseboro. Also, with the stars, now that we talked about Scalise and all that stuff, it's very broad, vast, metastasizing. Very broad, vast investigation. Mm-hmm. Very broad investigation. And then he gets caught up in it. Why? Go back this way. Advising, giving counsel up here and here for the when. What when? The when that was lost here. Stealing. Just take it back. Let me see. Now this last line, there are a lot of women that are being very steadfast, an abundance of women, a shit ton of women that are being very, very steadfast and are committed to their independence and freedom in society, Garden in the House of Woman, and how they're suffering. And right here, suffering because of lies. So I would say they're rewarded. So it's almost like, and then here, women in power, surgery in regards to pregnancies, scythe in the house of storks, surgeries and pregnancies. That's the abortion issue. Women here. And then here, power. Very important, significant power. Independence, committed. So they're committed to their independence and freedom in society. There's the suffering. Um, there's the lies and the shit show from these motherfuckers. And then here's the reward and the happiness. So it's almost like um, his speakership and his agenda, what he delivers here in regards to it's more like he's delivering it because that's what he wants to be recognized for. Moon in the house of writer, your recognition, your reputation, your fame, it's creativity, it's also your emotions, followed by the writer. This is being delivered. Okay. Writer in the house of bouquet. Bouquet is the queen of spades. So it's news in regards to women, but younger women. And also happy news. He's very happy to deliver this message to make himself a bit more famous around his Christo-fascist nut jobs in regards to abortions with these two, Scythe and Moon inside the womb, surgeries, and pregnancy. This sits in the house of storks. And achieving that, he is committed to it, that he's making that his goalpost. Around September, you're going to see more and more and more and more and more and more and more women. It's an abundance of women. Women in society, women in abundance are committed this way. That this suffering and scapegoating is going to come to an end. But that's one way to interpret that. Another way to interpret that is that there is a woman that worked as a consultant. She was consulting in one way, shape, or form, and there was a lot of paperwork, and she has knowledge about that paperwork that links to him. Okay, with a very large group of women. So I don't know if this would be like a Moms for Liberty sort of situation that he's linked to, because there's hidden money here and hidden money here. So I don't know if he's funding Moms for Liberty or Moms for Liberty are funding him, or there's some other sort of campaign where women are consultants and they're very committed. But that campaign suffers here. The business contracts, the financial contracts, the consulting contracts in that society with women, in that large network of women, suffers. And it looks like it could be going into a huge penalty as well for lying here and gifts. So it's almost like raising a bunch of money amongst a lot of women somehow, but you're lying about it to get the money. How else can I interpret that? Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna go make something real quick. Give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna go over to the kitchen. okay, I'm back. Another thing to note, this whole holier than thou, I'm a good Christian and I'm happily married, bullshit. Woman and man, look how far apart they are. He's way up here, she's way down here. What connects them? Woman to coffin, coffin to man, man in the house of coffin, and then bouquet. Depression. Keeps her mouth shut. But this is not a happy marriage. It's a happiness for show. Bouquet, happiness in the house of moon, show. No, he's not gay. This does not show homosexuality, but that marriage is not a happy one. Distant. And over here, it's almost like his. I also would like to say that I would not be surprised if, because the tower sits here next to him, ambitions and ego, if he has aspirations to one day go to the big house. Like this is almost his stepping stone, his debut to pave his way into the big house, because this is ambition. The ambition is very high. This right here, overturning the government. But very high, lofty ambitions. And with the corners, again, it's almost like this is my chance, you know? But like I said, that comes to an end here. Not right away. It starts up in June, right? No, May. And then June is when this happens. Six more have flipped. How many have flipped, and what are the names of the people that have flipped? Jenna Ellis, Cheeseborough, Sydney Powell. Those are the only ones I know. Scott Hall, Mark Meadows. Yeah, Mark Meadows is Jack Smith. That's not Fannie Willis. Cohen is New York. That's not Fannie Willis. I'm looking at Fannie Willis right now. Yeah, I only know of four. Cheeseborough, the Kraken, Jenna Ellis, and the bail bondsman. Those are in Georgia. Everybody else, Mark Meadows, that's in DC. Oh, that's the dream team right there, Joyce. Donald Trump, Giuliani, Eastman, and Clark. Oh, now, are you kidding, Trillium? Every time I see TFG, I know it means the former guy, but my brain thinks that fucking guy begging the Democratic governor of New York to stop the fraud case. Yeah. The fat guy, that's another one. Did you guys see that he got fined? The judge today put him on the stand, and for because he went out and violated his gag order, the judge put him on the stand, made him say why he violated his gag order, and then went to say that Trump is not credible, and then fined him $10,000. I'm like, that's strike two that this judge has given you. I mean, if we're calling balls and strikes and this is like baseball, you got three, motherfucker. You got three. So is he going to violate it again? And then boom, on the fourth, that's it. You're out. You go to jail. You know, like, you know, he called him. He basically told Trump to his face that he wasn't credible because he was trying to say that he wasn't talking about, he wasn't intimidating witnesses and all this other stuff. Um, so, yeah, it was only, I mean, to us, $10,000 is a lot of money. To Trump, he can raise that off of those morons in 10 seconds, you know? So, and also I saw on the Midas Touch that I think it was Ben Meiselas. They put out a lot of videos every day, and I try to listen when I can. And sometimes I can't actively listen because I'm working. But I could have sworn that Jack Smith took stuff to Judge Chutkan, informing her because Judge Chutkan stayed her gag order because I think Trump's lawyers are disputing or appealing her gag order on Trump. And I think Jack Smith went and presented more material to Judge Chutkan to reinstate her gag order because he was actively threatening Michael Cohen or other witnesses, or was it Mark Meadows? He was threatening somebody. So that happened as well. He's just, I can't keep him straight. Oh, okay. Thank you, Trillium. And because of that, Jack Smith filed for Judge Chutkan to stop her self-imposed stay on her own gag order. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Lisa. Time to take those kid gloves off. Punch him in his motherfucking mouth already. And by punch him, I mean throw his ass in jail. Throw his ass in jail pending trial. Hold on, let me go put my stuff inside the foodie. 1 second. Sorry, that took me a minute. Let me see. So the questions, do you guys have any questions on this before I try to figure out why China and the Saudis are showing up? Because if this is the Saudis tree knighting here from abroad, right? This would be like rockets and missiles. This would be nuclear energy this way. Nuclear energy, rockets and missiles, images. Linked to an advisor, senior advisor that was in the administration. That link or that agreement, that contract that was made, money in secret. Or a lot of secrets. A lot of, an abundance of secrets. Okay? This could be the secrets that were from the executive that he was blocking. So the classified documents, but this isn't looking like it was stolen because this over here and here is too far away. This doesn't talk about stolen classified documents. This looks more like, okay, hold on. Let me back this up. Let me back it up. Here's an advisor that was senior. Bad character. Lily's is beneath their legs, beneath their feet. Okay. Was very important and had access. Agreements. And then there's the secrets. Like I said, rockets, nuclear energy. This person here, if you go this way, investigations for abusing power and also abusing something for financial gain, finances that were very important for an organization, finances that were important for an organization. The garden is anywhere where there's like a large outdoor area. So like parks, also, damn it, these freaking emails. Let me see. Well, let me see if I can piece this together. This person made an important agreement with the Saudis here. Nuclear energy, missiles, bombs. This could also be ships. Not airplanes, but like ships, cars. This would be more like airplanes because it flies. This, not so much. And a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets. There's also quite possibly okay, so we're looking at the Saudis via a person that was a senior advisor that had access to very important information that was secret, but they were in some sort of an agreement with them. So that sounds like Kushner to me, unless there's somebody else. Would be more like this could also be like a military person. With these two, it would be like someone high up in the Navy or something like that. So I'm not sure who that would be. But there's links to Saudis here with this person and this person. Then there's something here with China too. So if we read this as a person, this could be like Steve Bannon as well. There's a friend that quite possibly has a yacht or a boat, Chinese. And there's a man here. So we could be looking at Steve Bannon, and Bannon is also Bannon also links to my this Mike homeboy here. So let me try to untangle that mess. Hold on. Let me see. The Saudis got access to information via a high advising person. And then there was an agreement for documents, a lot of documents, an abundance of documents, an agreement, and then this organization. Or campaign. Okay, this line down here, we talked about women in society that are going to be really committed to overcoming the bigotry and the suffering and the sacrifices that women are having to make because of anti-abortion laws. Another way to interpret this is that there's a woman here within the party that he's associated to, linked, who has a lot of money or raises a lot of money, a lot of it. She's persistent here to what she's committed to. She has knowledge, or she's keeping secrets. A lot of mail, a lot in the results, checks also, that is committed. Those checks are agreed to or committed to this organization with her. And then there's suffering and punishment here for her. Liar. But she's also a narcissist too. And she's very jealous of another woman here. She's vindictive and jealous of this other person here. There's 1, 2, 3 women right in this little corner. There's a lot of women here, a lot of women here. But if I isolate her as one person and not look at the others, it's her and these two. There's a man here too. So there's 1 woman, 1 man, and 2 more women here. And this woman could be in the majority. She talks a lot. She talks a lot. Very nervous, anxiety, crazy person. Dangerous, wants power. She's very dangerous, wants power, get access to power. And she has a lot of finances, like she's rich. Not like a bazillionaire, but she's got a shit ton of money. She gets linked to him. And then there's the pain and suffering there for lying. That's way down the road. That's October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's around October. And right up here, Scythe card 10 over her. It's like she becomes a target around October. Possibly. Is that making... I didn't say Jenny Thomas. I did not say Jenny Thomas. I don't know who she is, but it's her, and there's two more over here. Dangerous and wants a lot of power. And she has access to it too. So I don't know if that would be like a Marjorie, Large Marge, Three Toes. There's a man here too. Who would he be? Who would he be? I mean, yeah, Linda. I mean, you know, basically all the Democrats have to do now is just sit back and let the GOP basically hand them the 2024 elections. With that said, though, get your asses out to vote. Get your asses out to vote. Don't listen to any of these magic cards and be like, oh, well, Becca said, or, oh, well, Jenny said, or, oh, well, so-and-so said. No. Forget everything we talk about here. When it comes time to vote where you're at, you fucking vote. Who's that? Who is that? Who is that? Fish in the house of letter. Okay, so fish in the house of letter, a lot of mail, a lot of results. The results of the majority, checks in the mail. But if this is the ability to fundraise and get checks, suffers significantly. I'm trying to figure out who that man is. He is beneath him and far away. Could be like a McCarthy, because this used to be Speaker. Could be kind of like a McCarthy. Let me look at that lady again. What's funny is, what is very, very funny is you just got this guy, an election denier, one of the masterminds behind trying to get Congress to steal the election for Trump. And now they're talking about holding a vote to expel George Santos. I just saw that today on the Twitter. Now they're wanting to hold a vote to the Republicans in New York are wanting to hold a vote to expel George Santos. Mm-hmm. Isn't that funny? And then Matt Gaetz was all over the TV over there bragging about how MAGA took over the Republican Party. And it's like, yeah, of course you did. Because there were so many fucking insurrectionists in the Republican Party that you think if you band together and take over a chamber of Congress, you all are going to be okay and not face your own criminal liability for being involved in the whole shebang bang, you know? So the crazies have taken over, you guys. The crazies have taken over. And not a single one has a goddamn spine to stand up to those people and say, yeah, enough of this shit. You know? So, let me see. Let me see. Birds is in the house of dog. This right here. News or feedback or visitors to a meeting of the majority that was done in secret. Secret majority. And it's all around her. There was bullying here too with the bear. People in the meeting were nervous, anxious, worried. They were worried, but they took the risk here because of a lot of fighting, bickering, fighting, abuse, criticism. So there was the feedback, worried, being cut off, worried about losses, a risk because of fighting, dangerous speaker, optimistic energy in government, successful government, also energy department. Okay. A very persistent woman in the majority. Persistent woman in the majority. A stubborn woman in the majority. And she's also very dangerous in seeking access to power. This way. She also, this woman also talks about surgeries around pregnancies. She talks about something being stolen. She talks about the many. Business, economy. But she knows stuff. Um, let me see here. But either way, in his line of fate, he's got the bear, the book, the child, and the mountain. He's got a secret stash of money somewhere. A secret stash of money somewhere. Also, another way to interpret this is money or resources for education that are public here for children. So perhaps that's another thing that homeboy over here is in favor of, is defunding public schools, because if this is public and this is knowledge, this would be like public schools. Children, learning children, blocked. And here we're seeing another vote for funding and money. And it's like that funding and money here for society, for the communities, for the country, suffering here. It could be around food programs, public food, public resources, public education, things that communities value, not necessarily money, but add value to community. This is money, resources. These are things of value. There's your community and your country. There's children. There's education. All of it suffers, and it gets blocked. Mountain in the house of, what do you call this? Cross. Cross in the house of lilies. Seniors that suffers. Right here, lilies to the house of garden. That's a community of seniors. Suffers. Pain. Punishment. Burdens. Okay. Cross in the house of lilies. But you guys said that the vote for federal funding again comes up next month. Well, when are the budget votes, Lucky? November? No, because government is over here. The shutdown is way over here. No. They're going to try to take away a bunch of stuff, and it's going to have to be negotiated and negotiated, and it's going to go around in circles and circles and circles. And whatever they pass gets shut down. Because they're sticking communities with the burdens of cuts. Things of value, finances, resources, education, food. This would be food, education for children, public resources, public funding, stuff for seniors. I don't see medical in here because medical is all the way up here. It could be a community with lilies here. This could be more like and with the cross being in the house of lilies, it could be a community of veterans. And blocking funding also to, where's the anchor? Blocking funding to a small country that is a friend. Small here. They're kind of isolated. They're an important ally that we're very passionate about, needs funding. They're suffering right now. Painful abuse, fighting. So that's like war. And if you follow this up, this would be like rockets, missiles, ships, that sort of stuff, bills in the Congress for this a small friend that's abroad. So that looks like they're going to try to cut that too. But it doesn't pass. And I don't see a government shutdown because of it, because government is over here, the shutdown is way over here. And I think the vote is supposed to happen in November, you said? Yeah, the 17th. I don't see it in this grand tableau. I don't see it. Because it's like the party is committing to not delivering something that we're obligated to do. And it goes this way. So abortion is in here too. So that could be like what Tommy Tuberville is doing, is trying to get all federal agencies to ban abortions for military personnel and their families. But it's like they're cutting something from being delivered because they're committed to it. But I don't see the shutdown. There's losses in the votes. It gets rejected. It doesn't go. So perhaps when it gets to the Senate, and then it needs to be negotiated here. And then the funding is negotiated this way. But I don't see it. But I mean, if you guys want to shut down the government again and make the American people suffer again, and for the rest of us that are not in your less than a third fucking cuckoo party of the country over there that's smoking marijuana, doing LSD and peyote all at the same time, that are so freaking out of touch with reality, the rest of us that are living on Earth 1, you guys are making it more and more obvious every single day of what a danger it is to put you guys in power. You cannot be trusted with power at all. Just with the global stuff that's going on, Israel and, the Ukraine, it looks like something is going on over here with China and COVID that might be rising again, like all this stuff. And you're over here fighting over who gets the most Twitter likes and who can get the most showtime on Hannity or Laura Ingraham, while the rest of everybody burns, and the rest of Western democracy is reliant on the United States. And these people are just like running the train off the rails, so but this line of fate here says that there's financial secrets and new problems, also new enemies. And it could be because the child is small, a small group that is an enemy. Like how many weeks we went, 20 something days without a speaker. And they were trying to blame it all on the Dems and the Dems and the Dems. And then they finally came out and said, yeah, this is a clown show. We look stupid. It's like, really? Like, you guys can't, you can't even gaslight yourselves. You're acting like America is that stupid that we don't see what you're doing, I don't like to see people on here discussing other readers, so I'm going to remove your comment. Please refrain from discussing other readers' reads on the channel. Thank you very much. If you got a question, you take it to them. Don't post that here because that causes confusion in the chat. So let me see. Any other questions? Oh, look, I'm getting a thing right here that says ads will run shortly for some viewers. I'm going to let this run and see if you guys can give me a poll, because it's notifying me on the bottom. There's a countdown. Ads will run shortly for some viewers. Let me know. I want to see how this works because it doesn't give me the option to opt out. Oh, you already had an ad, Deanna? Let me know because, okay, the clock just ran out. And then I got a pop-up that said ads inserted. I'm just wondering who got. Oh, you had 2 skippables? Okay. Yeah, it just does. Oh, you just got an ad? Yeah, it doesn't let me opt out. Wow, so they aren't. Wow, I'm sorry, you guys. You got an ad just now? You already had the ads? Okay. Well, my bad. Can't do nothing about it. Phoenix, was it during a live stream? Someone's live stream? Because I was telling them earlier that when I was going on live, it was forcing me to do midstream live ads, and there's no way to opt out. You had an ad pop up about 30 minutes ago, Deborah? Okay. I mean, this is, and I was talking to Lucky Girl about this. YouTube didn't really consider this or think this through on how it screws up moderators in the chat room, you know? Thank you, Len. Wow. Sorry, Patricia. Yeah, during a live stream, it's, oh, yeah, exactly, Phoenix. It's like, why are you doing this? And Jenny and I were trying to figure it out. It's like, I'm wondering if, because so many people are getting YouTube Premium, that advertisers are making them do ads to everybody else or increase the ads that they're running from advertisers because so many people are on Premium. So they're trying to, like, you know, make up for it somehow. I mean, this was just Jenny and I speculating. We're not sure. So I don't know. So there's nothing I can do about it, y'all. So the only thing it would let me do is opt out of what types of ads, and I opted out of the non-skippable. So that's the only thing it would let me do. Yeah, exactly, Lucky Girl, because it's forcing me to put ads midstream, and I can do non-skippable or skippable. It wouldn't even let me do the option for one of those pop-up ads that pops up on the bottom of the screen. That one was grayed out. So I could only choose skippable or non-skippable. So I clicked on the skippable one because I would be so pissed off if I was sitting there watching a video or somebody live and then midstream I get 2 back-to-back non-skippable ads, like, and I just missed a whole minute. You know, I would be so angry. So, yep. So any other questions? Any other questions on this one? Because my brain's fried. My brain is fried. My brain is fried. Oh, thanks, Kathy. That's nice. It was fantastic, Carmen. It was fantastic. The way that YouTube explains it is that they're only doing if the live stream is monetized. What a bunch of schmucks. That's the only time I ever come on. I don't make pre-recorded videos because then I can't interact with you guys. Why the hell is he such a prick? Right here. Arrogant, egotistical, ambitious. Man is abusive. Abuses power. Whip in the house of Bear. He's an egotistical liar. Okay. Tower in the house of Snake. Egotistical liar. He knights over here to Fox. Self-serving. Abusive and wants power. Abuses power. And then here with the house, that would be like perhaps it's something in his family, inherited from the family. It could be religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs in the family, spiritual beliefs from an institution where the man sits over the house. That's like patriarchy. The man rules over the house sits below his feet. The man is in charge of the family, the home, the property. Egotistical, religious institution or a spiritual institution, and abusing power. He knights over here, manipulative, cunning, sneaking, conniving little piece of shit. Man to clouds. He's just trouble. He's just a confused, egotistical piece of shit. So I hope that answers your question, lucky girl. That's why he's an asshole. Yeah. So I would look out for December. There's something around a woman that links. She has a testimony in regards to a loss and thievery and how she was in communications with someone, or because this is his grand tableau, it could be that she was in communication with him and he was guiding and giving counsel on how to steal something, and it links back to him, but she's blowing the whistle. There's a lot of gossip and a lot of news in about 2 months' time. In May is when the shit hits the fan for Trump and everybody else, which ties him into it. And then around June, it's almost like career ends. His fame ends. So I would look out for December, May, and June over the next year. With all the other little stuff popping up in regards to the Ukraine, our other ally that is a star, the Saudis here, and some news coming out about an aide that had access and promised secrets. A lot of secrets. A shit ton of secrets, and also consulting secrets This sits in the house of fish. Okay. That to the Saudis, but I don't know because the Saudis are here and then I have to go this way. So I don't know if that comes up October, November, December, January, around February. February, April, June, around that time frame, within those months. And it's also in regards to for him, if this dog is him providing counsel and guiding for stealing something important, that comes up October, November, December, January, February. So keep an eye out. But by June, it's not looking good. It's like, and he's sitting on a loss. So it's almost like this is only temporary. Even though here it says that he's achieved it. Here it's like the career comes to an end. It's temporary. And there's several losses. There's more than one because the coffin comes before. There's more than one loss. And he's sitting on the house of coffin, which is loss, ruin, endings. Sometimes tickets to the park, but I wouldn't say tickets to the park here. So, okie dokie, smoky choky. So I have this in my notes. You guys know how I do my charts. It's in my notes. I have the combinations here of how I came up with China, the Saudis, the Ukraine, and the other one under international affairs. So I took notes of how I got to that. So if anything comes up, I can pull this back up again. What tableau do you guys want to see next? I'm open to taking some suggestions because I'm thinking I'm going to take a half day at work tomorrow. A lot of my meetings at work got canceled. So my brain shouldn't be too fried. Jenny Thomas, I did not too long ago. Lucky girl. I did that one. Hold on, I'll tell you. I did her in August. August 16th, 2023. So go back to watch the August one. Let me see. Michael Cohen. Okay, I have one. I'm going to start a poll. Throw some names out there. Wait, can I start a poll? Okay. Okay, let me see. So I have I'm not going to do Joe Biden. Because I haven't been watching the news. I've just been too busy with work, so I have no idea what the hell. Michael Cohen. I did Mark Meadows not too long ago either. The grand tableau, he was on the top here, and it showed that he was helping to move classified documents in boxes. He was right on the road. That was only a few months ago, so I would go check that out. Hold on, when did I do it? And then later on, we found out Cassidy Hutchinson came out and said Mark Meadows was done in June. And he was up here with the classified documents and boxes. Moving, man, classified boxes. And Cassidy Hutchinson came out in an interview and said, that Mark Meadows was helping Trump move classified documents. Don Jr., ugh, dear God. George Santos, Hakeem Jeffries. Yes, Joyce, I have. Sarah Huckabee. Ugh. God. Ugh, Darren. What the hell, man? Did I do Tuberville? Which one is... Oh, that's that piece of shit over there in the Senate that's blocking all of the confirmations in the military, isn't it, Nana? Nana Banana? I just saw something today that they're trying to find a workaround to appoint a bunch of people and work around Tuberville. That Tuberville? Yeah, that piece of shit. Haven't done him. Santos? You mean Shaquina, Shanae, DeVolder, Enrique, Carlos Santana, Santos? That guy? I'm telling you, I bet you his name is not even like Anthony DeVolder or George Santos. Like that guy's got like 8 million names. Who's Alex Whiting? Who's that? Aquinata? All of the above. Yeah. So now she's trying to do the whole, she's banning woke words, Darren, to take away from the podium gate. Alex Winning, Jack Smith's deputy war crimes prosecutor from The Hague. Oh, really? He's been added to Jack Smith's special counsel team? I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Man, I really need to catch up on the news. Seriously though, man, like my brain has just been fried from work. So, all right. Well, I don't know when I'll be able to come on. I'll try tomorrow. I'll try. It should be not so crazy at work. And we'll see. I'll just wait and see what shit hits the fan tomorrow, because we're living in crazy times, folks. We're living in crazy times. So, and you know what, Trump? Let me go back. Okay, here's Trump. I did it. Look at that. I pulled it right up to his page. His tableau was in March 13th. It was here, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. He's right here. And Jenny, when I did, because I've done this in so many iterations. I remember one time Jen asked if they would gag him. It's on the corners. So it's anchor, book, key, and mice. So that's the arrival and reaching the goal of convicting him. The convictions are right here, or indicting. It's anchor, cross, scythe, and mice. Indicting him for the classified document stuff. But if you follow it around, the birds is right here. Speaking, he's in the house of bird. Man talks a lot. He yap, 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 yap. Okay. So everything that he says that's important, or he has a lot of stuff that he's saying, gets taken away here. So we are right about March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. We are right here. And then here is the financial fine that he received today from a judge, Lily's. The fox in the house of whip, abusing something and trying to get away with it. Letter in the house of tower. These are official records from a business. That was the business fraud. Also with fox is the fraud. Business fraudulent records of business. Big trouble. But it was fined. So he got a fine today again. Well, that's 2 fines in 1 month. So there's that. And then here's November. Well, no, then it goes November this way. November. When did we say the trial was? August, right? Hold on, because I was thinking there was like, oh shit, I dropped a card. Oh, he fell. Hold on, because this tableau looks like there's a trial that speeds up and causes trouble for this guy in August. Let me see. Oh. Hold on. let me look here. So this is March, April, May, June, July. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Oh, it doesn't go that far because it'll stop at March. It won't go to August of next year. It will not go to August of next year. This stops at March of next year. And this one will cover August. Okay, hold on. Nope. Because in this tableau for the following year, from March of this year till March of next year, he's still innocent until proven guilty. Child in the house of cross. He's still innocent, even though we know that the hammer's coming down on him for the duration of March of 2023 through March of 2024. This tableau showed that he was innocent, even though he's guilty. Child is sitting in the house of cross. Okay, so shit, we're almost to November already. December. He'll be due for another one the closer we get to March of next year. It was the man card, Deanna. So it'll be interesting to see him again in a couple of months, because this goes through March of next year, and we're still a few months out before this expires. So, and so far as this, like I said, from March of this year through March of next year, it shows that he's still innocent. So I would say that I should probably do another one December, January, or February for him. Considering that this tableau right here that I did doesn't even begin to cover the trials that he's starting in May. You guys said he starts in May, right? May 4th, May 5th is when his trial starts in DC. So this tableau doesn't cover that, the ones coming up next year. But he's yapping. He's going to keep yapping. Man in the House of Birds. And I think Karin, my friend Karin from Tea with Karin, was in the chat. She reads Lenny's as well. March 4th is when the trial starts in DC. Let me see. He's still innocent by the time that this tableau ends. Because this tableau ends May 13th of 24. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. March 4th is the trial in DC. This tableau is good until March 13th. So it'll be time to do another one, because there's no way that they're going to reach a conclusion in a week and a half on his trial. So I'm going to have to do another one. He's on his way to being found guilty, though. Child is in the house of cross. It's just not here. Okay. We'll get to it eventually. Yeah. So there's that. So I'll try to come up again tomorrow. Again, I'm not promising anything. It depends on how insane my day is tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I apologize for the mid-roll ads. Ain't not a damn thing I can do about it. And I shall see you great people. Hopefully, not making any promises. Hopefully, mañana, depending on how fried I am. Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good one.